Coach, what do you tell your team right now in the locker room after that loss?
No, it's an impossible situation, man. You don't get the opportunity very many times in your career to coach a group of kids like this. I just rambled. I mean, there's no logical way to put coherent sentences together when you're in that situation. It's extremely difficult, and but at the same time, they represented this school impeccably for 4 years, and the youngsters are falling right in line with the expectation and the standard of our program. And from that standpoint, the real big picture of life, I couldn't be prouder of these kids, and couldn't be prouder to be their coach. So I mean, very difficult situation, but in the big picture, pretty special.
I saw you at the end of the half, kind of just sitting at the bench by yourself. The team had gone in, you were by yourself. What was going through your mind?
That's just what I do. I let the staff kind of hash through the stats a little bit, and then they bring me some suggestions while I'm doing the same thing kind of on my own. I do a lot of interesting things. I think, I coach from the wrong side of the bench, and I'll sit down there by myself and collect my thoughts. But it's just a little personal quirk of mine. No big deal.
Jill, your 4 years here, you've seen this team grow. You've seen some of just the difference that we've had over the last couple of years. Just what has the time here been for you?
Yeah, absolutely. As a senior, I've had a unique opportunity throughout this program to be both a player, an injured player, and now on the coaching staff. So I think over the past 4 years, I've just felt really lucky. I've played with some amazing people, not just on the court, but off the court. And I mean, looking at our team this year, we have Abby Holland at the top breaking records for this school, and we have freshman Ashlyn Milton hitting a game-changing shot at the end, like top to bottom. We're deep, but we're also, just every player has heart, and that was seen tonight, but it was seen every single day in practice, in school, in life in general on this team, and every person on this team means so much to me. So it was really an awesome 4 years. I wouldn't have really asked for it any other way, I think.
For both of you, what does it mean to you to see a student section that filled the arena filled in general, and like for this type of game?
No, it is an example of what Trinity's capable of when they put their mind to it. Those guys came out and incredible support. Can't thank them enough. It's an awesome, awesome opportunity and responsibility to be chosen to host an NCAA event, and I have the utmost faith in our administration to do a great job. And it's cool when your student section can show up and give support with a respectful baseline in the intent of the cheering, which I thought they did a great job of tonight. And hats off to Trinity in general for they've hosted a phenomenal event, and I know they'll step up tomorrow and do the same thing.
Losing Abby Holland, Anna, Jill, the staff here this year, looking ahead to next year, what do you start going back and just reiterating to the players, and now with the confidence of making it the last couple of years, freshman year, and now for the juniors going into their senior year?
This is a really, really cool problem to have when you coach here is you don't replace players. It just doesn't happen. We've had several players that have come through this program that are literally irreplaceable. You just kind of have to fill the hole with different pieces. And we'll have to evolve as a program, and we'll have to learn new ways of doing things. And the good news for us is that we've had really, really smart, talented girls in the program, and we've been able to do that pretty effectively every single season. So, there's no replacing Jillian ever. There's no replacing Abby Holland ever. And Anna Muller as a transfer came in and just had as tough a road as you could have with the injuries and the things that she had to deal with. And my hat's off to her because she continued to show up and support the girls, and she did an incredible job. And, JP, our student assistant, and Isaiah Specs, another one of our student assistants, we're also losing those guys moving into next year. There's just a bunch of really, really thorough relationships that are going to continue to exist, but we're going to be very different next year. So our challenge is to just figure out how to put those pieces together and move forward and continue to be successful.
Coach, when UT Dallas was up by 12 and then they cut it down to 5 at the end of the third quarter, what did you see that changed?
They got a couple second chance points. They got downhill and transitioned a few times, and we missed a couple good looks and got pushed deep in the shot clock a couple times and had some tough possessions. I mean, that's a defensive team that you could run a coach's clinic with. They do things exceptionally well. They have great athletes. They have good size. They're like thunder and lightning. They've got big players, and then they've got incredibly athletic players. And they leveraged those talents exceptionally well. And I thought for a long time tonight we handled it, and we had to adjust to some unfortunate situations, and we did our best to do that. And I felt like our kids fought till the bell. So I'm proud of them, and I also have a great deal of respect for the team that can counterpunch in that situation and figure out a way to get back in the game. So